we talk about the devil and more or less the devil being the bringer of chaos, destruction, and that is usually true. What if the devil doesn't do it by force, but there's something about the devil that agitates others, and now they bring the chaos and destruction? You're calling me the devil, but you tried to kill me 4 times. Shit like that. I think just your being, the way that you are, the kind of person that you are, a hermit, and I feel like this is going to have a lot to do with it while you sit and this happens. Let's find out what's happening with your enemies. I'm not sure. Fool. And companion. The companion I'm going to put in the middle as, I'm guessing that the people that they're dealing with are also, it's the put on the happy face gang, you feel me? And then there's you just sitting here. You could be going through something. This looks like physical withdrawal or emotional withdrawal. To the point where you stop cutting your hair, shaving your beard. If you're a female, you just kind of, I focus on myself enough where I can't lose myself. Decapitated. Not really sure why that's the first word showing up here, but it can't be good. Did somebody get decapitated and they're trying to blame it on the devil? They're blaming it on you? I feel very methodical friggin' planner, I do. No, it's not even methodical. It's just the way you plan shit. I'm not sure if methodical planning came out before or after me at this point. Very cocky and vain, I like it. Yeah, that's another thing that agitates others to the point where they now start creating lies or doing things that will eventually lead to chaos and destruction. Are you the devil and you don't even realize it with what we know the devil to be in this particular situation? When your money gets low, you're very good with making it last. That has somebody pissed off. That has someone pissed off. Let's check it out. Now I gotta cut you. There's a lot of knives here. This is what they do with these knives. This is either literal, but more metaphoric is they cut things short. They bite their nose to spite their face, right? They could have done some surgery even. Some of your... Slicer and dicer. Oh, well, I don't know. That could be the chaos and destruction that's popping up too. Is some people getting stabbed? Are you able to manipulate someone to stab themselves? What a sneaky, dangerous devil you are. I like you. I can do a lot of damage from here. I don't have to worry about getting arrested. I need my DNA somewhere being, This attention is in the middle. You're drawing the attention of someone who must be just like you. They're drawing the same. The companion, I said, is in the middle. This is why the destruction and chaos keeps growing on that side, and I'm guessing that you're just bored. I feel bored, borderline bored. especially if you are a borderline personality and you're bored and you're doing this could be another reason why you're shaking. There could be somebody for the actual devil in this situation. I mean, that master of chaos, destruction, confusion, but because I want to confuse you. Master of solution, though, it's a different kind of devil. I love you. Some of the people on the other team don't want to be this anymore. They're they're comfortable with this dark side to the point where they're now separating. They're going through something, and I feel like some of them could be going through withdrawal from whatever this was that was against you, where these people now are. If this was to make you crazy in some way with whatever tactics, I don't want to get into specifics on that. They're just it's way too many. You spend more time trying to make someone out to be nuts. Your whole life passes you by. And either they're going crazy from not acknowledging that yet clearly, and all of this stuff that they're trying to do. You're dealing with someone who just sits there to themselves like this. So when you're sending anything, whether it's intentional sending or you're just lying to try to get them agitated, or you're walking by their bedroom door or something and dropping shit because you know they're meditating to try to get a reaction out of them, that shit has to go back at some point. Some of it's hitting immediately because this, you see what they're in? They're in something. This looks like somebody's in a fucking crawl space and shit because they can't be anywhere else alone with their own thoughts. This is another reason the people are noticing that you don't age the same because you practice this type of existence. It's not easy. Some of these people are withdrawing from FOMO, fear of missing out. They turn their phones off, or their phones are broken, or somebody won't pay their bill because they're saying, I want you to take this seriously. Oh. Huh. I don't feel... Oh, wow. People want to compete for your love now, for your attention, for your friend. Now they want to do this. Apart. Or you're both hermits and you're both Heyokas. If I flip this shit on the ha-ha, this is two isolators, two loners, two weirdos, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Scruple. These are soulmates. These are... Yep. And I moved these underneath the Hermit, and then for some reason I moved the Two of Cups underneath this attention and success and celebration. And this feels like royals. They just show me the royal family and how people celebrate them and give them a lot of attention. And then there's not. Do you know how much this comes out? If I had to sum up the one problem with all failed relationships, I'm not even sure you can say money is a thing now. It's... I put that temporary filling in, and I'm eating more of it. Works though. Thank you. I may have to have live a life where I have no friends other than them. I don't... This is a man who is more or less he is a free spirit, but he's free from something from the judicial system. Now this is going to range from people getting out of the job, people quitting government jobs, military, things like that. Something's finally, this is the gang leaders and mafia bosses and shit just kind of wanting a different life. These would be more so the old heads, the ones who are remembering their wives and just exes, these companion types. I don't really feel like she was trying to keep me stuck. I see now that they do, and they even try to force rage or anger out of me. Why would you do that? I don't understand. I'm not quite, and I don't want to understand that type of mind when it comes to relationships or any friendships. And what does that say with what I do? And either I have to get out of what I do, or am I just going to be like this? I don't think that there's a woman out there for you, this particular kind of man, that can handle you, that result of you, and why that result is there, which would be conversations happening when you go out to eat. I feel like she competes with you. What are you doing? It's weird. I can't find a woman who doesn't go out with me, who doesn't immediately give me the vibe that she wants to become a boss herself. I think that these chicks see these movies, and you guys think that more movies glorify everything. But it's just weird, because forget the violent, dangerous, sexy part of this kind of work. To make that shit run right, you have to think a certain way. You just don't have it, or you don't have it right now, or this guy wouldn't be thinking to himself, I think I'm just going to sit in a crawl space. I have 6 homes in the tri-state area, and I'm sitting in a closet. But I'm sitting here content, though. Not sure. Somebody was married or in some type of commitment here that is now over, and this is, I'm free to send messages. I'm free. This is a loyal man. For the woman who's agitated that he's taken so long, I'm a little concerned about what kind of woman you are and how many homes you've wrecked with that entitled type of I'm done. I'm finally free. Whew. It's gonna be me. Is he getting into something immediately? I don't know how long the two of you were dating, but And here's for the one where he tells you this every Saturday. Have you noticed it's a Saturday thing with this guy? She must really agitate him by Friday. He must get paid on Friday. And then she starts asking for the money for her and the kids. But it's safe there. You see, when he fucks up, he can go there because he knows she won't deny him because of the kids. There's this weird thing going on with that one. I don't even know why you'd want to be around this type of guy. He's a fucking loser who, he's not taking care of his kids. If he doesn't, they're going to come arrest him. There's some court thing he's got with this payment. But when he pays that money in front of you and he makes sure that he doesn't get it done until you're around, that actually physically takes a piece of his heart given to these kids and to that he calls her a broad when he's not around you. I make it work, he says. Okay. And you do. But what helps make that work are the naive women that you date. At some point, you're going to have to give them the credit they deserve. Yeah, that shit would not work with somebody like me, and I know I'm not your type. This guy looks like this one here, this other one that just got out of some kind of partnership. He looks like he could want to hump you. Let's talk about this one. Oh. I know. That's what that says to me. Yep. I know he does. I put out my... right? Yeah. see it in my mind. Yep. And I'm a hard one to get to. See that you're this too. Boom. One of you is going to have to come out of your shell. Actually, both of you, if you don't know each other personally, or your families don't commingle. He's having, I'm having a hard time seeing whether I would work well with this one. She doesn't speak too much to many. You speak too much, but not too much. Do you get it? You speak to some other realm or something like that. I feel like he knows you have some type of thing. You don't speak too many and you don't speak too much. I think that I don't feel that I think you're taunt is what I heard. Not tight. You're wrapped. You know how people say you're not wrapped too tight or you're wrapped too tight. I feel like you're just right. You're wrapped just enough where you feel like you preserve yourself because you know your worth. But you're loose enough where you can be a chameleon or a shapeshifter. This must be new for this gay. You are committed to you. How do I get in there? I'm just not sure. Are you going through some type of a? Okay. I think that at first this guy thought you were a little strange with how isolated you are, but now I think he could be going through something similar, or I get it now as to why you don't really come out of the house, or this is a lot of emotion here, struggle with a lot of emotion. I feel like the two of you aren't very emotional people, but there's something that you guys had to do or see or acknowledge before this could happen where it really, and in the beginning I was saying, it really is that bad with interference and influence and intentional stabs. This guy was betrayed horribly by somebody. I mean, horribly. But then he would do the same thing over again. So you must have done the same thing. You must have been in relationships or something with the wrong person constantly, or just, I don't feel invested in them though. I really don't. I feel like I just show up. And it's because this was supposed to be. This guy is weirded out by your lack of emotion in the relationship, it feels, sector. I think that it's difficult though to read what kind of person you would be like that while you are this private. He won't, I don't feel like he talks to any, if you were the one that was in this, I'm staying to myself first, I think he's following suit because he's seeing something's working for you, but I'm not, and this is why he feels that he may only be able to have you in his life. I don't even know them that well, but I feel like they're oddly the most reliable, at the very least, consistently reliable, which would be loyal. How is this possible? I'm not even sure if you spoke. What is this that you do? You could have a platform or something. What you do is affecting him indirectly. We'll take it, right? I think that he could have been told that you won't take bullshit and you won't take lies or I'm not sure cheating is a thing. I feel such a free spirit that, would I call it cheating? Did we say we were dating? I mean, I need shit to be solid. And if we don't discuss that and both agree, then is it? I feel that's a very big threat to some people. he's wondering if something happens, are you just going to let this go? I mean, are you just going to, do I have, you know what I mean? It's hard to gauge this from afar like that, but how do I mean, if you never met this guy, I can feel the frustration. He's not a liar, but he's concerned about how clear your ability to discern. The conversation is a worry, not a worry, but I'm a very affluent, is that a word? Speaker. Now I'm wondering, what happened? What is it with you? Are you just that? I don't feel a lot of communication, so you're not speaking to. How does he know all this? Pride and ego. I'll tell you what, though, if you said something about you're the type of woman that can tame any beast, or he felt this or something like that, I honestly think that this guy never thought that you could, but I'm mind blown by the fact that we haven't spoken or dated. This didn't happen yet, and they already... This guy, you helped this guy somehow with partying, drinking, just living that type of lifestyle. Yeah. With women. Patrick, Henry, Tiffany. That's it. That's all it could be. Just one of those things. This guy here had to tame the beast of cheating on his wife. Yeah, having a family and everything. Is it you that he's coming back to? Letters, I will. ZK. I can't get away from these two. Z and K. Whatever this means to somebody in particular, I can't get away from them. L-A. E-L. Zale? I don't know. I don't want to get into that shit. I made a lot of enemies saying names, but, it helps some of you motherfuckers out, too. Stop focusing in just on the bullshit. There's that side and then another side with everything. You guys just keep focusing on that shit. You're all welcome for the other shit. Yes, he has a wife and family. Or he did. Christ. This is the guy that wants to be called the king. He wants to be treated like such. But I refuse to move like one. And that doesn't work on the other side, too. That doesn't work. Now, if somebody called you a fucking trash bag, lazy piece of crud. Who uses that word? I don't like it. Lazy piece of shit. We don't like that. It's not, right? That is true, though. That's different. Where was I going with this? Somebody says, yeah, he wants to be a king, but he doesn't want to move like one. You can't be called that. The only title that fits is the obvious, the truthful one, is that you've become a bit of a menace. It's not even to society. This guy is already a hermit type. It's a menace to the people who love him. emotions. I come to your emotional rescue. Somebody thinks of me when they hear that. It's not because of the words either. It's because of something that happened. Okay. I feel the whole, you must eat healthy or you changed your diet. And I said he did the same. Your diet, you are what you eat. You believe that to a certain extent, but I don't force myself to be vegan. Oh, wow. Again, there's that woman that speaks about herself as if you are. It's so believable, though. You actually exude this too. And for some reason, I put those cards, that emotion, right above this guy here. You bring out emotion in me. And at first, let's find out how he reacted to this. You poke him. That's what it feels like. You know when to poke and you know when to just leave it alone. He likes that you're not afraid of him like that. I didn't know if I liked it at first. I took it as a threat, or that you were even trying to embarrass him in some way. What the hell did I say I was doing? Oh, how he responded to that. You bring out emotion in me. Okay, now he's at work, or he's whatever he does for work. What is this? Oh, that fucked him up at work. Yeah, I have to. Okay, this is a scenario. I'm not sure if this is past, present, or this is going to happen. What I do for a living, I can't have that kind of emotion. I can't do it. So I need to figure out a way to put that wall up. And then was the problem with the wife in the past, was they merge, and I feel like at some point he could have even started showing the emotion she was supposed to get to people at work. And if there are women working here, yeah, that's a problem. I don't care what kind of woman you are. I don't care if you're the strong woman, you don't get jealous. It's a problem, is what it is. When your assistant and your secretary, you're sending them flowers. Listen, with this guy though, hold on. With this one, I don't feel like I'm trying to hurt my wife though. I feel like I'm not aware. I spend more time there, or more time just focused on that. There's always I wanted you dead and I'm having a hard time doing it. Now it's forcing me to look at you like this. Why? Why did you want her dead? I'm not sure if he tried, but it just feels... I mean, some of these guys got themselves in trouble and blamed it on the wife or the fiance or the woman that they have a family with. This is a family dynamic here. And they could be a heyoka, and they're not going to go anywhere until they're fated. I'm not sure if these types of people... I know you don't age like others. That means you don't age on the inside like others. They could be somewhat less mortal than usual, we'll say. I'm on the fence with that. No. I mean, if I don't prove something with immortality, I don't know what does. At the same time, I'm a little pissed off if that's the case. It was pretty painful regardless of my reaction during the whole thing. Shockingly painful. To the point where I'm just about numb to all of it. Maybe it happened for a reason, for something else. Who knows? I had this epiphany. This is the tower. I'm having a hard time. If it wasn't, you know what I feel too? I feel like if this is that guy that was trying to kill his wife for whatever reason, we know now that there's other factors involved with why strong couples just so happen to just call it quits all of a sudden. It's weird, right? We know that there are other factors. I'm not even concerned about that. I just want to remind people that that is most likely what happened. Whether those factors are frequency related, whether they are MK Ultra related, whether they are gay driven, whether it's experiment driven, that's the outcome. And I think if this is the guy that was like, I just need her gone, I can't stand her anymore, and then because then they bring this other person into his life, if that is this, I feel like he tried killing you. It was killing him. I think he got real sick and shit. Whether you're supposed to be together or not, there's something about the woman and you. It could be if you had a business and shit for the couple that has a successful dynasty. That's it. That's what the two of you have together. What? So you're not good at husband and wifing. Okay, then don't do that. I mean, I don't. But you won't even see it like this because of all the other influence. You'll have people on the board giving you their input and your family's giving you input. And the two of you should just plan a fucking trip together as friends. No going on the trip and intentionally flirting. But if something, let everything happen natural on the trip. Try that without other influence. If one person winds up meeting someone, don't get pissed off and force meeting someone now. That's just not the place where that... Let's look at it like this. Here you are, you're in Aruba, and here's fucking, I don't know, what's this? Let's say... Nah, yeah, you could. We'll say Cairo. Somebody, that's where you're going to meet them. It would be weird to say that both people that you're supposed to be with to make you happy are going to be in the same place at the same time. It would happen for some people. It's fate, if it's fated, or it's just the attraction, we said, right? Everything is fated, I guess, in some way. If you really want to break it down, everything, every outcome is a fated outcome. It could be just inevitable what's fated. And it's inevitable that if you throw a rock at a wall, it's going to bounce off. It's inevitable. It's fated. Now, what you're going to do is, when the other one meets, neither one of you may, and it may just be a trip for you to see how this law of attraction works without everybody else there. It could be that the two of you are still attracted to each other, and you're going to figure that out. You're not going to know till you're around other people in the same setting, and you're going to see whether they take your attention or not. So you don't have any ties here. It's clear that the two of you want to call it quits, or you lied about it, and it'll show during this trip. We don't realize sometimes how much, it could be kill, K-I-L-L, it definitely could have been. But we don't realize just how many decisions we make based off of a conversation just had with someone else. How do we know that they're coming from a good place? Okay. My line of work, this could even be, there's a lot of death in that line of work. And it was affecting family life. There's that older guy again. This is a boss, a CEO, a CFO, a owner, founder, something. I want to make sure that by the time this comes about, none of this betrayal, this knives in my back, this cords, this connection to anything, this nothing is a problem. That's why for the impatient one, you asked for this, whether you know it or not, and you're about to get it, him. He's doing something different this time. You told him to. You're confusing. You know why? When it becomes confusing, when you're not being genuine, that's when confusion kicks in. If you were being honest, it would come out the same every time. There would be no confusion. They could ask you the same question 6 years from then, and you're going to have, unless your perception changed and your perspective changed on something that now changed that. But if you're dead set on something, and it's one of those things where it would be hard for me to change my view on this. This is pretty easy. And you live by it. That's it. It's just a wrap. Are there people addicted now to trying to change people's perception on something that they're solid with? I feel bored. I feel that I get into the wrong shit bored, but that's what I'm good at, getting into the wrong shit. How can I use that to benefit me? I'm good at it. Let's not forget. Don't look at something that you're good at that other people would shun as a loss, okay? How can I benefit off of being good at, you can help others in some way. Start a YouTube channel. Start some type of platform and talk about all the fucked up shit that you did, and then put your own twist on it. It's just something like that. You could even use characters. You're a character. People tell you you're a character, but you're many characters. You can even use wigs and mustaches and shit and cigars and hats and stuff to play characters of the people in your life that you did all this crazy shit with. You had such a weird life. It would be a shame if you didn't get to share that with people who also had weird lives. They may not even remember how weird their lives are until you start talking about yours. Green. Set and green. Is that what it is? Is it I want to make sure that we're set when it comes to money. That could be another thing that was... What do we have? Whatever this job is slowly killing this guy. Yep. Draining the life out of him, but he's stronger now. Yep. And it's all because of you. Yep, I will do that. Yeah, man, that whole let's put another wife and husband in and drive him crazy and get him to divorce. Why wouldn't they use cloning for that? I'm not even angry, but it would be weird if they didn't. If I'm just weird and I have this power, I have this, somebody's dick just got hard. That's the problem, Rodney. For everything. No, it's not that one, but that's the only Rodney that I knew, and that's why those faces pop in my head, or somebody else thinks of them people, and then everybody thinks it's just fucking me. Is there a frequency being does anybody else feel that there's a constant uncomfortable something on us or certain people all day, and it's weighing, it's a heavy weight? It feels like a frequency. If these are alien beings, I wish all of you would drop the fuck dead and just go to hell. That's my wish. But there's always the others. There's always the ones that want to be the alien beings. It just feels heaviness, weighing my face down, wanting to weigh my personality down. If this situation that I just been through, which not many people still know how difficult it was, it's because of the way I handled it. It didn't make it less tormenting, torturous, consistent, and just hard to explain why. I don't care what I spoke about on my channel. I don't believe anybody has ever been punished like that, especially a human woman. And I have an amazing reputation. Besides the roofing thing, I'm just a fucking amazing woman. I have to believe most people were lied to. I have to believe that if that wasn't the case for many, then I had way more enemies growing up in my life than I ever could have imagined. Either way, it seems to be dissipating, and I'm grateful for it. For those who found out just how bad it was, where your money was going, that it was like being a prisoner of war for me for over, it's been a few years now. And that even you were being lied to about how long it's been going on. And I don't even really care anymore. You know what, that's it. That's my wish. And from what is maimed. Oh, wow. Why do I feel like it's maimed? N-I-E. This could be a niece. I see madam too. It could have been that one of these guys teamed up with a madam or cheated with one, and then he got caught up in some trafficking thing, and he's in trouble. Like you had an amazing family. This is a weird switch. You went from a suburban type family. I mean, you had more than what you needed always. And then, I don't want to always say that something was manipulated or forced. I feel like this guy just didn't appreciate the wife and the family that he had. And now, I don't know how you went to here. The only thing I can tell you at this point is the only thing that could possibly help you in this situation is honesty on all fronts. That's the only thing that ever helps. And then if you wind up dying because of that honesty, at least you know you were honest. Maimed, synonym, crippled, injured, mutilated, disabled. What is this? Did somebody do time? I don't feel like they did it. All right, I can't say that for all of them. They named a lot of people. Who is this guy? If this isn't jail, listen to me. If this isn't jail, because there is the dude here who, and I'm guessing that with these two, with the Heyokas and stuff, I'm telling you, you're two soulmates. You're those two people I talk about that are a threat. You're a power couple, power friendship, power something. When you two, these are the brilliant minds. I feel like with this guy, when he's just sitting there like that, like do, something's up. He's always quiet, but that's not it. It's a different type of quiet. It's a different type of silence coming from this motherfucker now, don't you think? And I think that if this is a crew and this is a gang or a mafia or a group like that, I feel like even they're looking at it, they don't know what to... First of all, he's changing... And what did I say earlier? You bring out emotion in me. So this is this guy where I'm tough, I'm strong, I have an image, and da-da-da-da-da-da. How dare you? If you were the wife and you met this guy and he was one of those bosses or a general or something like that, or just involved, I feel like what I have to do to go out of my way, and at some point you felt like I'm not even doing this for him anymore. I'm doing this for these guys, or all the people involved, to try to prove that what am I doing, right? All you're doing basically was just being yourself and showing how you really felt about this guy, but all these other people saw it as, now remember, if we're hurt people, right? And this is how the shit comes out. I see this, oh, okay, he's spending more time with her, la-di-da-di-da. He's laughing and shit, his facial features are changing. I say, I love you, boss, da-da-da, love you, da-da-da. I should be happy, but I'm not. These people could have played some kind of a huge role in what happened between the two of you, or what didn't happen, because for some of you this never went anywhere. He mentioned he liked it. That was the one mistake, is that he told somebody something, and that's actually going against this guy's rules. But he spends so much time to himself. That's why all this worked at some point. But he could have chosen that life. There's that guy that chose that over you. Oh, many. Okay. This could just be happening globally. I miss a certain type of conversation. I miss being able to have playful banter. I miss someone taking a joke as a joke. Or even if I'm not, that's the Heyoka thing with a companion. I could have a conversation with you every single day. They look forward to the next conversation, and they're already in the midst of the current conversation, and they're already thinking, I can't wait to see this person again. That's the type of person that you are. That's the type. And what's with this, the mirroring the whole time? That's what this is, all right? Oh, I don't know. Well, there is that thing too where this guy's connected to some shit that's also connected to some cult shit with some black magic and stuff, and he could have attached a cord to you, and maybe at first it was against no consent by you, right? So there could have been some karma for that, and it could have been the other what he drew in so that he could see how important that cord is to you, to keep that one. It could have been that, because his perspective on life is interesting. Okay, I see that I did this, and I'd probably breaking spiritual law. I didn't really think of that. I'm not really a big on that, but I get it in some way, in a vague way. I get it. And then, whoa, wait, did I pull in some doozies? And that could have been, all right, you see this, you see that. This is, in some way, you had to tell the universe what you don't want. All you kept telling the universe was what you want. And I feel like it could be easier to keep that, to get that flow going by you telling. So don't turn shit down all the time. You're going to have to start speak right. You're going to have another conversation with the universe now. Don't forget that throughout the day we're constantly conversing with this thing, this quantum thing, this all-knowing, this source thing, whatever this is, this shit. And we put everything in, and then it bakes it like a fucking the easy bake oven, and then out comes your particular cake. You can't bitch and complain. It's what you said you liked, and your ingredients were put in there. Did somebody write you a letter? What's with or you did? What's with this letter? Carol Ann. Held on to it? Or they were holding it? Let me get some letters on who wrote the letter. FNWP. Or the letter they wrote. Let's just say that you split up, and we're back to this story again where someone said, I'm leaving, la-di-da-di-da. Fran Wilcox? It's not with me. Yeah, is that another thing where they're like, you said there was a letter. You said that they wrote me a letter. Let me see the letter again. See, now that this hermit thing is ahas after ahas. Oh shit! This guy must have some type of connection with something as well, even if it's just desolate silence where other shit can come in. I'm not sure that this particular guy is a talker of alien thing, but he believes something, but. Every time he tries to get this, or this is going to happen, they're going to say, it's not with me. Not with me. Do you have that letter? Not with me. Nope, look. Not with me. It's at the office. Oh, I keep forgetting it. Let's go. It's an hour away. I don't care. This is the only way you can get the truth. It's sacrificing. You're going to have to sacrifice either this, if you care about the letter that much, you're going to have to sacrifice either this lunch that you have or this business meeting, but you're going to have to give up something in order to be right with this shit, or they're just going to constantly lie about it, about having this shit or not having it. You want to check. Somebody found out what another person's handwriting looks like. This could be something that happened 10 years ago, where now somebody's finally fucking asking questions, and it's because, were they forced to sit to themselves? No, it says it was planned. There could be people saying, oh, you know, it feels like people don't want to speak to them, and da-da-da. Now, this was a planned thing. So they turned off their phone, or they put on Do Not Disturb. They even got another phone number for a very few people. Wisdom, right? And the wisdom to know the difference. What else did I wrote some ahas down today. I just want to touch on. It's not all of them need to have a message or a reading done. Yeah, I don't feel like doing a reading on this one, but I'll say, for the parent who's trying to get your child to lose weight, this is the books that my mom has in the room, and they were in this order. 30 Seconds to Slim. You're close to telling your child to start throwing up food. I don't know if you want them to lose weight for you. I'm not sure why. It's weird. But you're not that slim yourself. Then there was The Perfect Child after that. And then We Walk Beside You. You didn't say to your child that I have to walk with you. Did you say that? You're a fucking disgrace. Yeah, I hope you get hit by a train. To the child, stop spending time with this person. This is no different than when you get older. They're going to say, I don't know why you spend time with these people. They're clearly your enemy. That's what they are. Right now, anyway. And then they're going to have to earn being in your presence after that. All right, we'll do that. I'll do a reading on that one. And I don't really feel like delving too much into this. The gaming parents. If you could be walking with that chick when the train comes, and I say this shit with love, I know that you do. I can't stand your kids. I mean, the ones that are, they just refuse to listen. They're slobs. There's no responsibility. They have their own fucking language, gaming language. Yeah, I'm gonna speak for the rest of the world and say, get a life insurance policy on them. I just feel like they're riling shit up, and they have this sense of entitlement where we're in the community of a whole bunch of people who just let themselves go. Yeah, fuck you too. I heard that. You're a loser. You're going to be 77 years old and playing video games and shit with a dick and balls hanging down to your floor with Cheeto crumbs on them. Punk. I think I'm done with this. I'm not. I lied. Is that you? Is that the game you got? I lied. I'm not done playing. I lied. What's going to be the outcome of this? This seems amazing, beautiful. It seems lonely, boring, yet informable. Hold on. Nope. Go away. I also see this guy here who gained a lot of weight and his button started popping open. You could have helped him lose weight too. I feel you're an encouraging woman. You encourage. I like it. There are women in a lot of these cards. This is definitely not, but if it's for you and you are gay, then Abigail Bronson. Yeah, undercover. But didn't want to. What's this? Eclipse. Total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life. This is an X then. Now there's only love in the Total eclipse of the heart. The lover overshadowing one's life so much that the sun's light is blocked out, plunging that person's heart into darkness. You're welcome. Huh. Learn the truth and had a rebirth. Let's find out what the truth is. I wanted to stop, and then I just decided I'm not gonna. This could be this person or you, and that's why he's mirroring you. This could just be growing. I'm not gonna. This could be I was gonna stop after I got this amount of information. But I mean, this shit is so overwhelming and compelling. I'm just gonna keep going. Learn the truth about some shit from that happened in the past with the two of you. The arguing and the fighting. Something in a home and something that happened in a home. It could have been that your home was broken into. Tell me about what this thing is from the past. This is the illusion. This could, with the 7, it could be that the 7 times something happened, or 7 people were involved. What is this mirage? That's constant though, but it could have been swapping out. You could be a victim of that, and somebody's finding out this. This is also a mirage when it comes to sexual things. So they could have been, I found out that they didn't cheat on me, or I found out that my husband or my wife is not gay and left me for someone else, or they could have thought that you left with the delivery guy, but this feels like delivery of, that feels like a terminology for somebody that's in an organization. You know how it's the mailman and shit, right? And had a child. That's what somebody said, or that you left your child and shit, or that it was even theirs. They're just, Carol, it feels like a whole lot of, but that's good. So now we're going to get back together. Well, this is reconciling. Let's just say that the two of you, there were other things connected to the two of you being a family unit, and it's just not something you can just cut. And we could be irresponsible like that, but it affects too many other lives. You're going to come up with a whole bunch. There's going to be what is this other options? This will be, I think, in the beginning, and other than just having sex, maybe the first time that you see each other. It could have been a lot of that too, but this looks like there are going to be other options besides just that. I want to go travel. I want to go to museums. I mean, there's even, maybe your child wants to get to know the other parent again. Traveling. This life here that he had, that's definitely not ideal for that. So this could have been a reason why that there was this split. This isn't the ideal life for where the universe wanted the two of you. Truth. And then there's the king thing. See, he had this one earned it. Didn't I say before that there was a man who wanted to be called king? I'm not even sure if that was this friggin' message. Ugh. This one could have heard you say that, or in some way knew that that's what you require, somebody to be what you require, and not to just come with paperwork that says, I'm this guy on Sunday. I wrote this down. This on Tuesday, I can be a little of this guy too, but that's what it was on paper, and that's it. He's showing up a little bit different. See ya.